Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Grunts and Grumbles podcast. I'm Vince.
I'm Tom.
It's been a minute, man.
Again.
I know. Well, you know.
The stop-start bullshit.
It's day 1,000 of the Ontario lockdown.
Ugh.
And there's no end in sight. But anyway, there might be. I don't know. What do I know? I don't know politics.
We're not going to start crying about it.
I don't cry about things. But we're back because we said, you know what? Just the two of us.
Yeah, fuck it.
Let's fucking do it.
And what a week it's been.
It's been a week.
Right?
It snowed.
I don't know. What, like,
so, like...
420, 2 days of snow, and heavy snow.
It's crazy, man. Like, I remember I just walked out my door going to work, and I looked out, and all I saw was snow, and I shook my head, and I'm like, I must be sleeping still.
Right.
I looked at my phone to see, like, what month am I in again? And it's like, April.
Yeah.
I almost took my snow brush out of my car.
Right.
Thankfully, I didn't.
You didn't. You just let it wait.
Yeah, I'm just, you know me, I'll procrastinate, leave it in there till next winter. So I'll, I don't know, I'll just, a good thing because I cleaned my car. It was a shock to me.
It's funny because the roads were just horrible again. And it was like kind of unnecessary for all the salters that were out there. It was like everyone was just bracing for the worst thing ever. I'm like, come on, this isn't the first winter.
No, but when I was driving, the roads weren't that bad, I didn't think.
I started at 6 a.m.
Fair. Yeah. No, I did not. I was still sleeping.
No. But one thing, we were on location that morning.
Yeah.
And there was something because the trees are still starting to bud now, so there's a light green.
Yep.
The color between the snow and that green was like a color I've never seen before in nature. It was like, it was distracting because you were just staring at it going, I've never seen this before.
Yeah, don't tell that to your driver, though. Cause,
no, my driver was stopped.
Oh, I've never seen this before.
Right? He looked at it too. He goes, no, I think you're right. He goes, it's like a minty green, but it's alive. Like you're seeing it vibrant. It wasn't a painting, but it was really neat.
Nice.
But yeah, 420 was this week and it was on Tuesday. And there was a lot of fun things that happened there. I mean, again, do you do the 420 thing? Do you do it?
I don't know.
It's like Valentine's Day, I feel.
It's just also, you know, the whole story behind 420 is kind of great because I've heard, I don't know if it's, you know.
Hitler's birthday?
No, I didn't know. No. It just like it all started with a bunch of kids who would like always go and like smoke together after school at like 420 and like that's what I heard.
Okay, I heard it was a police code. I don't know if anyone can tell us. Let us know.
Yeah, because clearly we know no facts.
I mean, we can Google it, but I'm sure there's a whole thing that
I gotta read a story about the 420.
And there's
movement.
Highway 420 in Niagara Falls, where at 420 everyone like stands outside that sign and smokes and takes pictures.
They still do it, or
well, I mean,
you can go out there at any time of the day and do it,
right?
And then just post it
at 420.
Yeah, posted at 420.
Like a Grunts and Grumbles secret.
Yeah. Like I went out to Niagara Falls and I just went out there and it was like a Tuesday at 2:00. It was a regular Tuesday in like, you know, July. And every April though I post that picture of me out there.
I think
did it again.
I think the spirit of Willie Nelson shows up at 420 though when you do it.
Is that what it does?
Yeah, even though he's dead.
Still alive. It's his future spirit. They're like, you're not dead. And he's like, oh, right, man. And he fucking fucks off back to his body, flies back to his body.
I wonder at what point they'll realize that he is dead and not just sitting on the couch.
He's not just passed out on the couch. He's been dead for 4 years.
Right? Oh shit! Someone check on Willie. He's just on the couch. He's fine.
He's sleeping.
Yeah,
but he's like so preserved. His body's so preserved from all the pot he smoked. He's good for like 12 years.
It's all the other smoke in the room too. You just think it's like, he's still going. He's fine. He's fine. Oh man,
he lit the eternal joint that never goes out.
Right. Yeah. Like I mean, good that you can celebrate it. I just still think it's funny that 3 years ago, it was still so illegal, and it was thing that you can't talk about it. It's the gateway drug. The politicians were all up your ass going, you know, you're gonna get caught with an ounce of trafficking if you know about. Like it was just so bad. And now it's like, now it's so recreational. Like everyone's.
I know. You know what though? Like I used to smoke a lot more when it was illegal, and every now and then, like whatever, I'll smoke, but not often, to be honest. But I preferred it when it was kind of illegal because, like, you know, when you'd go with your buddies and you'd like, you know, find a little alley or like a back thing to smoke in. Now everybody's just smoking. It lost its I don't know,
prestige.
cool factor. Let's call it a cool factor.
Yeah, it's now a mom thing.
Yeah, it's not like, you swing by the park and mommy's little angel's playing on the swing and mommy's just smoking a little bowl.
High too. Yeah.
Oh, you're doing great, sweetheart.
Yeah.
It's just...
She's getting through her day.
Yeah. And you're just looking at her and you're like, oh, man. Remember when we used to smoke behind the fucking school?
Remember we used to hide it? Like, you kind of...
Well, I remember in high school, we almost got caught by the cops because we were, like, rolling a joint on, like, a checkered thing in the park. Yeah. And the cops came barreling down in their minivans. Now, if the cops came barreling down in their minivans, be like, fuck you want?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, it loses its,
right.
Like...
Well, it blew me away. The first time, like, kind of, like, the cognitive dissonance of it went away was I was getting ready to go see Iron Maiden with Vinny.
Nice.
And he's rolling. He's rolling away. He goes, man, the fact that, like... You can put these anywhere. They don't need to check. You don't have to hide them in your sock or nothing. You just walk in and you roll in and you can burn it any time. And I'm just like, holy fuck. You're right. Yeah. Like, wow. Didn't even realize that. It's like, true. Yeah. Of course you can.
Yeah, gone are the days of hiding it.
Right.
Now we got to do like harder drugs just to get a little excitement. And it's not even the excitement of the high. It's the excitement of the hiding it.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Yeah.
Great. Now we're all doing heroin. Thanks for legalizing it.
It was a gateway. They were right.
Thanks, Trudeau. Now, don't worry, pot's legal, but now we're all doing heroin for the fun. Well, we need a risk factor. Can you imagine? You're just smoking a joint. Like, there's no buzz in this. I have no pleasure in this anymore. Buzz in this. Yeah. No, you're just like
because it's government controlled too. I think that's another thing. Yeah. Oh, the government's got a hand in this. Fuck them.
Yeah, fuck them. I'm doing heroin. I'm doing meth.
Like, that's what I'm doing now. It just sucks because all the people that did get arrested for it, how much time they lost.
They let them out?
In the states, some states it's still illegal, and it's a third strike thing. You have it for a third strike of crime or felony. Yeah, life in jail, life in prison
for selling weed.
Yeah, for even having it on you. Isn't that fucked?
The United States.
And now we're going, oh, well, yeah, you were right. It does cure cancer. And yeah, we can make it in oils and gummies and all this and stuff. Because the government now says it's okay.
Sure, because now they realize how to make money off of it.
Yeah, of course. But they could have made it like forever ago, too. It's just,
the government could have done a lot of things at a lot of different times.
Let's just get high and say, fuck it. But yeah.
I'm on heroin now, apparently.
But I feel like 420.
Yep.
Like Easter. Not Easter, but Valentine's Day. It's those forced holidays where you're just like, oh, the awareness is there, so you have to get high because it's 420, or you have to say I love you because it's Valentine's Day.
No one who smokes pot on 420 is like, I got to get high because they were probably already fucking high. And then when they're like, the next day they're like, oh shit, that was yesterday. That's like it's not like all the potheads have on their calendar. 420 alarm goes off as soon as they wake up. They're like, it's 420, it's 420, and they're jumping around, like a kid on fucking Christmas. Oh, it's not Christmas for stoners, or is it?
Or is it? I think it is. I don't know. They do concerts and stuff like.
Well, do you think they text each other? Happy 420, bro.
Well,
with a little fucking weed emoji or something they send it. I don't know.
Remember last year? Was it? When did it become legal? 2 years ago now? Maybe even longer now. I mean, I'm bad when I go 2-3 years.
I don't know. Hasn't it been like 2 years?
Maybe. Regardless, the first 420, the first 420 that became legal in Canada, Cypress Hill did a show in Stanley Park in Vancouver.
Nice.
Over like 120,000 people showed up in the park.
Free show.
Everyone got fucking blitzed. Like you just see the smoke. I mean, I've been to Cypress Hill. I've seen them live. Sure. Not a festival. I've seen them just as them live. Mm-hmm. And it's a trip. It's like everyone's getting high. Everyone's getting tired. Even the cops are in the parking lot next door, and they're just watching it. And they're
because what are they going to do?
Right?
You gonna arrest everybody?
Good luck. But it was such a good spirit. And then you watch the video, and you're like, oh my god! And they do it every year. They try to do this 420 concert. I mean, again, with the lockdown, it's a little bit different. This year they did. This year was the Versus. I know I've talked to you before where it was Ghostface and Raekwon the Chef, two guys from Wu-Tang. It's weird. They call it Versus, but I think it's just the channel. It's called Versus.
So it's just like a collab. It's just like a fun event.
It's VRZUS. Z-U-Z. Z-U-Z, wherever you're watching it from. And it's a DJ.
Yep.
And he'll scratch a song, so he'll scratch Ghostface first.
Yep.
Then Raekwon first. Yep. Then Ghostface first. And then they tell stories in between. This 420.
Yeah.
Tuesday night. Was Redman, Method Man.
Nice.
It was amazing because it was just like like watching a live show. They're both dancing. They're like in sync with each other.
Yeah.
Redman got elbowed by Method Man at one point of the night. Yeah. Wu-Tang showed up, like, you know, Inspector Deck, RZA.
Nice.
It was just amazing. Capadonna was there, like, and then.
How long is the event? An hour?
3 hours.
3 hours on an Instagram Live.
Yeah, I'll send you the link. It is.
I'm not going to watch
phenomenal.
3 hours.
Well, you can scan it faster now too,
we'll
but just watching them do it. And the last song they did was, of course, the Rockwilder.
Yeah,
the song that made the two of them famous for the collab. And oh my god, it was just so much fun. And seeing all these guys come in, and you're like, oh my god, this is great. They did a tribute for DMX.
Nice.
You know, and it's like, oh, it was just so much fun watching the two of them kind of hit it off. And there was a bit of an audience there. I would say there was maybe 50 people in the room.
Doesn't matter there. United States the baseball stadiums are full.
Tomorrow night, UFC is going to be the first live UFC with 15,000 people.
Is that full capacity? No.
It might be for that venue. It's in Jacksonville, of course, so all the fun states are having their fun, right?
Lawless. Florida.
Savages.
Florida
How
is
dare they?
lawless.
How can we not use them as an example? We could be Florida. I think Ontario. There's patches in Ontario.
Listen, I will not accept you saying this. I will never accept you saying to me that Ontario is like the Florida.
No. I said it has the potential to be Florida in certain areas.
Please, just
Oshawa.
No.
Hamilton.
No, that's okay.
Sudbury. And if I'm knocking, I'm not knocking. I'm trying to give praise.
No, you're knocking, man. You're knocking. It's not. You say Florida.
The fun
and give
cities.
praise.
The fun cities in Ontario, I think, could be an equivalent or stronger than all of Florida, except for the crime and the Gators. But having the fun parties, Wasaga Beach.
Did you see that video? The video of the gator floating down like the slide?
No.
There's like a natural slide in Florida, like a natural like rock slide, and there's just like this gator just like woof, woof,
just enjoying the time.
Just like he's on an air tube, you know, but like without the tube. I was like, fucking Florida.
They've been around since the dinosaurs, so why not let them have their fun?
They are dinosaurs.
Yeah,
little water dinosaurs.
Exactly.
Sure.
With teeth.
Well, other dinosaurs have teeth.
Do they creep you out?
They don't creep me out. They scare the shit out of me, though.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not
so
like.
you wouldn't
I'm not
go in
like,
the water. You wouldn't like.
No. What am I, stupid? I'm not going to go with a shark either.
You wouldn't go pet one. You wouldn't go to the gator farm in Florida and like.
No, thank you.
Try to wrestle it, put your head in between the jaw. And...
Not a chance in hell. You would do it?
No,
fucking wrestle a gator.
I watch those videos.
Yeah, man.
Drop of sweat, and just single drop of sweat, and it
sets it off. And he's like, "What the fuck was that?"
8 guys like trying to make sure it doesn't twist and jerk the body around and rip the head right off the shoulders.
No, thank you. I'm also not gonna put my head in any animals.
What do you think it would smell like?
I don't know, chicken. I don't know. Say it tastes like chicken.
Just the breath of the gator.
I would try eating an alligator.
I've had gator before.
Have you?
Yeah, it's a little rubbery. It's like they do it like they deep fried, of course. Everything that's foreign they deep fried.
And that's not foreign.
Well, as far as like it's not chicken, it's not pork. It's
like
not,
I've eaten like a kangaroo salami.
Yeah,
it was really nice.
Yeah,
I thought it was really good.
Cool.
I don't know. There was I went to this like a cider event.
Mm-hmm.
Like they have all pop up tents and you buy like a bunch of tickets and you get a can per ticket or whatever at a different thing.
Yeah, of course.
And there's always like the food guy. There's the guy who sells like deli meats for some.
Right.
It feels like every event you go to, C&E.
Mm-hmm.
Like any sort of a pop up venue of sorts that has like drinks and stuff. There's always the meat guy selling jerky, with pepperettes. And weird
something
meats.
Salted or cured. Yeah.
Weird meats. And you're like, I don't think he's got a fridge. I don't think this is plugged in. And I'm like, well, I guess you don't really.
You don't think you need to when it's cured.
But it's hot outside.
I know. It's like it gets that.
But
shine.
You know what?
It gets that shine. That salami shine.
Yeah, I'll still eat it. I'm Italian.
This is warm.
We don't waste cured meats. It's cured. It's
the warm prosciutto.
It's God's meat. Do you understand? Look at when I do this. It's God's meat. Forget about it.
But yeah, Gator's got it's chewy.
Did you have it in Florida?
Yeah. And it's chewy. It's like
I'm gonna try it one day when I can go back down to the States. I'm gonna try it.
I mean, I've had dolphin too, but they call it dolphin in Florida. I don't think it's flipper.
I don't think it's dolphin.
Right? It's like tuna, right?
Illegal.
Yeah.
No, I would definitely try gator.
The dolphin has more intelligence than any Floridian. That's why it's illegal.
Oh my god! It's because the dolphins are making the laws.
Right.
No, I would love to just try like different meats. If I went to, well, I say that, but then I was in a Callaway and they tried to get me to eat seal and I wouldn't eat it.
Oh, really?
It just looked weird. And they eat it raw.
They eat it raw, yeah.
I mean, I don't eat sushi, so why would I eat seal?
I get it. I mean, it wasn't like you were like hurting their feelings.
No, they don't care. It's more for them, you know? Cool. And there was a festival. So when I was up there shooting a movie, we went there a little bit early and there was a festival. I don't remember what it was called. It was like a summer festival or something. Like Summer's Coming, sort of a springtime festival. Nice. And they had a competition between these two guys, and it was like who would skin the seal first. Okay. It was some wild shit. I thought I had a video. I can't find it.
Like with a bone knife or whatever?
Just whatever their knife is that they use, and then he skins, cuts it up, and then they share it in the community. Awesome. It's not like it just goes to waste.
Yeah, of course not.
Because it's also cold outside. So they're like, here you go, and everybody comes in, grabs a piece, whatever. Wicked. There were people going for the eyeballs.
Really?
Because they say that the eyeballs is the dessert, where it tastes like ice cream. To which I replied, have you ever fucking eaten ice cream before? I'm like, there's no fucking way. What, like vanilla?
I'm pretty sure.
What is it?
I'm pretty sure you can say that anything up there tastes like ice cream.
No, I'm just like,
because everything's frozen. No, I'm like, it's ice cream.
I'm like, have you fucking had ice cream before? Yeah, like, no offense. Like, I'm just flavor, like,
what flavor
listen,
is that?
I bet you it's delicious for that. Like, you know, if you know, that's part of their culture and they eat that, they don't waste anything. Right. There's nothing wasted.
Yeah. You know what flavor of ice cream that is? The Neapolitan.
That was a bad day. That's a cricket sound right there.
Did you did you ever see like their Olympic events where they do like the ear pull and stuff like that?
No, that stuff wasn't.
Oh, have you ever seen that an ear pull?
I've seen weird videos. I get lost on YouTube all the time.
Yeah, I know. It's the only vice.
YouTube is a fucking black hole,
right? That
you cannot get out of. Sometimes telling you, yeah. I've spent 10 hours on YouTube,
right?
And the only
and not at work, I hope.
No. Well, what are you, my boss? Wait, I work for you? But I spent 10 hours, right? And I don't know what I started watching, but somehow the reason I got off is I ended up. Well, that sounds bad. The reason I stopped watching it, how I got off on YouTube, was I ended up watching like travelers in Taiwan. Mm-hmm. And somehow I started watching something, ended up with vacation movies of people walking around the streets in Taiwan to a ladyboy contest. Okay. It was like, guess the ladyboy. Then I watched fucking 30 videos of guess the ladyboy. And I was wrong a couple times. Yeah. Sometimes like, yeah, that's the guy. You know what I mean? Like, but some of them you're like, oh shit. No way. You guess, and you feel bad for that woman you guessed was the guy.
Right.
Because you're like, oh, sweetheart. I thought you were a dude. Yeah, no offense. But anyway, at that point, I'm like, 30 videos of that. I'm like, I got to get off YouTube.
Yeah. So technically, it was kind of, depending on the fetish.
But well, I got off. And then I turned off YouTube. But no, you know what? Like, it's amazing because I don't know if you know how YouTube was created. The guy made YouTube to show videos of him like at a farm or at a zoo showing animals to his friends.
Oh, really?
I think the first ever video is a guy like, here's a llama.
Oh, really? So someone that was bedridden or never could do it, or just
he was just like he just wanted to so people could see it online. I don't know.
Hey,
now
whatever.
look at that motherfucker.
I know.
Now he probably owns a zoo.
Of lady boys.
Because I spent fucking 10 hours watching fucking YouTube one day. Yeah.
Wait, you can't put us on for 10 hours to watch?
This is pre-us.
I do it every night.
Every night. I watch 10 hours of GruntsNGrumbles every night.
God bless you if you do. We will give you a shirt.
I got better things to do. No, just... Dude, I've been playing this video game for hours upon hours.
Okay.
Just before it's an old game, but I just, for some reason, it was free. It was free on the PlayStation Network if you have PlayStation Plus.
Right? Yeah, okay.
And so it's called Days Gone. Have you ever heard of it?
Yeah, I think so. Game. Yeah, okay.
I owned the physical copy, but I gave it to my brother because I was like, F this.
Okay.
Then it was free and I downloaded it.
Okay.
And then I started playing it. Right. I started playing it like 4 days before I started going back to work.
Right.
And then I got fucking so into it. And I'm like, no, I have to go back to work. And so I stayed up one night till like 1:30 in the morning. I'm like, I beat this game. It's over. No. Turns out I just opened up the second part of the game.
Oh, wow.
And I didn't do a lot. Big. I didn't do a lot in the first part just because I'm like, I got to finish this game before I go back to work. Okay. I'm going to be playing all weekend.
Wow. I got stuck on Doom.
Oh, yeah. You've been playing Doom.
On the second level.
I'm still pissed that I can't get a fucking PlayStation 5. This is
Can you believe that?
Of course I believe it.
Since what, November they came out?
I don't even remember. It feels like it's impossible.
I finally got my iPhone 12.
Yeah.
Pro Max.
Yeah.
In March on my birthday.
Yeah, I remember, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, but you ordered it in like January or something.
No, I ordered it in November.
Oh, right, November.
You know, when it came out, the November 12th, it was supposed to come out, and I ordered it, and it was backlogged.
Does business mean nothing to anybody anymore? Does customer service mean nothing?
No, I think it's the bots.
PlayStation?
It's the bots. It's people that like mine Bitcoin. They have such a sophisticated computer system or network
but we can't
that
get
basically
a PlayStation?
They have 20 computers rigged up to do these Bitcoins that they can also be customers that just wipe out a store.
Oh, they're just buying it.
They're buying everything. Shoes, clothes, like anything that's a hot item, a hot ticket item, they can wipe it out.
How do I get these computers?
Well, it's not necessarily getting those computers. It's knowing those guys that have that and you can get it. But then those are the reason why you go on Amazon. It's $2,000 for a PlayStation 5.
I'm not fucking buying $2,000. I saw a guy selling it for like $200 more, and I hummed and hawed. I'm like, okay, $200.
Right.
And I'm like, out of principle, I'm like, fuck you.
Yeah, I know. I get it. Yeah, I get it.
There's good games. I'm waiting to play that new Spider-Man, but I want to play it on a PlayStation 5.
Looks insane.
Miles Morales.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for a PS5.
But they've delayed also too the new Far Cry because that was supposed to come in February. So I think
because nobody has a PlayStation.
Right.
No one's gonna buy it. You're gonna sell what 1,000 copies in Canada, in Toronto.
Yeah, I know. Maybe.
And
do you know anyone that has it? I know one person that has it.
I feel like I've seen people on like if you're on the PlayStation Network and your friends, and it'll say what they're playing on.
Okay. Oh, really?
On certain games. Okay. And then so I've seen a couple of people with the PlayStation 5 album, and I'm like, fuck those guys.
Well, here's the thing. I got stuck on Doom. Have you played it yet?
Not yet. No.
Okay. I can't give anything away to you then, but people will know. I got stuck
I probably wouldn't play it.
I got stuck on a jumping platform level where basically it's like the second level in. Where
you're talking like a Super Mario situation?
Yeah, exactly. I'm in hell, so there's lava everywhere. Yeah. And you have to jump on these platforms. Hold
on.
Yeah, the floor is lava.
Is Mario in hell?
No. At least I have maybe in the secret Easter egg parts I haven't opened yet.
Mario died all those times and was in hell?
Yeah, I see Bowser in the back.
And he's the devil. Yeah. Whoa.
So these platforms drop.
Happy 420, everybody.
These platforms drop.
Yeah.
You have to jump twice.
Yeah.
And then you can launch yourself. It's called the dash.
Yeah,
but you only have 2 jump ups before you drop. And 2 dashes across. Mm-hmm. So you have to time it. Up, cross, down, up, right?
Sounds like you just gave me a cheat code.
Yeah, pretty much. And then you have to swing. As soon as you get off these platforms, you now swing twice. And dash and swing. And that's the end of the level. And I swear to God, I did it about like 200 times one weekend. I'm like,
you're too old.
I'm never playing this again.
You're too old.
I'm like, I can't do this.
You're too old for this game.
I will pay someone to come over. Just play that level. Just play
not
that
today,
2
but
minutes.
next time I come here, we'll put it on, and I'm going to beat that level.
Okay, yeah, please do, and I'll pay you for that.
And if I don't want you to. Because you know what? I'll have bragging rights.
But
listen here, everybody. Bragging rights are way more important than money.
I'm pretty sure everyone's done it. This is just me.
Well, of course,
problem,
people
right?
beating the game, man. Yeah. You're not seeing everywhere online where it's like, don't buy this game, can't get past level 2. It's like no. It's just Tom is stuck on level 2, or it's just Tom and every other geriatric is stuck on level 2.
Maybe
because now we're old.
But now I'm playing baseball. MLB 20.
The show.
Such
a good game, isn't it?
So I created a pitcher. I'm starting my own league. I started in the minors.
Like David Wells.
No. I started off as the Fisher Cats. Yeah. Then I went to the Buffalo Bisons.
Nice. Yeah, I did that too when I was doing the show.
And then the Buffalo Bison, I was in such a good winning streak that I went to the All-Star game. And after the All-Star game, they said, "Oh, the Blue Jays want you." So I played the Blue Jays. I'm playing the Yankees in Yankee Stadium. I pitch a no-hitter.
No.
Yeah.
That's like impossible.
I pitched a no-hitter.
You know, there's a competition at the beginning of every...
I know.
When they came out with the new game, every time you have to pitch a no-hitter.
Or a perfect game where it's absolutely like 27 pitches?
No, I think it's just a no-hitter.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
27 pitches would be killer.
Or maybe it's a perfect game.
27 pitches is the perfect
That's impossible, man. You make one little slip up in the bottom of the ninth.
I know. Right?
And this motherfucker hits the ball, or he bunts it or tips it. Because if they tip it, there goes your perfect game.
I know. And I've done it 3 times now. 3 perfect games. Or 3 no-hitters.
Well, you're the best pitcher
in
the
the last game I played.
Blowout. You lost 20-0.
No. I was on my no-hitter. I was on a no-hitter streak in the 9th inning, and they threw me out for the closer. I'm like, what are you doing? I didn't think...
That's bullshit.
I'm still on the no-hitter here,
guys. That is bullshit.
I'm going for more money. I'm getting off the team.
That's it. Trade me.
I think...
I demand a trade.
I think once I play through one full season with the Jays... Yeah. I'm then going to delete the character and build a Kenny Powers and see if I can do the Atlanta Braves, Giants, and do all that. Right?
And then go to a Mexican league?
maybe just be the complete asshole because you can do the...
And then you're sponsored by that, the Fixins. What was that Big Potato place? What were they doing?
Oh, the tits.
The Fixins.
What
about the Fixins?
Taters and tits.
I love that. That show is so good, man. I love...
Eastbound and Down.
Danny McBride.
Yeah, Danny McBride.
Fucking so good, man. What a great actor.
I know.
In This Is the End, when he's like the cannibal rapist or whatever. He had Channing Tatum on a leash. And he's like, yo, lick my shoe or whatever. Yes, boss. Licking his shoe.
The fact that when first time I can see that I was retention, I think most people was Pineapple Express.
Oh, I love that, man.
And I really didn't know how to take them because I felt like it's like you have James Franco, who's always like the serious actor playing the comedic role. And you have Seth Rogen, who's a genius. Yeah. And he's got the laugh. Then you have this other guy that was like, well, why are you adding a third comedian? Like, we get it. Like, like your stepbrothers. You didn't have a third brother, right? Yeah. And I feel like the two was good.
But you had some supporting comedians around.
Right. I know, but Danny just didn't fit in from the first time I watched it. And then the second time when I figured out who Danny McBride was, I'm like, okay, that's his humor. That's the level of who he is. I've respected him because it's just that whole... He's so dry, and he just repeats. To make it funny, he accentuates the thing that just happened. You're just drinking a bottle of water. Yeah. And you're like, oh my God, like just that...
So good.
The slight observation. Why don't you drink another bottle of water while you're at it? Like, oh my God, like amazing. Right?
I met Seth Rogen.
Did you?
Yeah, because he on season 1 of The Boys,
right?
When I worked on, he's a producer of it.
Okay.
And he came for that first week, and he was sitting at the monitors. We put a chair out for him and everything, and I had like a conversation with him.
Nice.
Just like me and him, just shooting the shit, and his laugh is exactly the same. Exactly that. And you know what? Like I'd be like a block away doing something else, and you'd hear him laugh, and it like echoes.
Nice
throughout the city.
Do you know what scene he was there for specifically?
No, like just he was there for the 3. He was there when I don't know if you haven't watched it, but when Huey and Robin are walking out, and they're walking.
Oh, right, the first season 1.
Episode 1. Episode 1. Yeah, he was there for the first. Like 4 days he was there.
Okay, perfect.
And then we ran through Robin.
Oh yeah,
the A-Train scene. So good.
It's funny because when I watch The Boys, I don't know.
I love it, man.
I think it's great, but there's certain things where I'm going, this is darker than I thought it would be.
The comic's darker.
Right? Yeah.
The comic's 10 times darker than the TV show.
Really?
Like
I was brutal. There's a level of humor for sure, like even how you explain where he's talking to the lobsters and shit.
Dude, so good.
But there's that level of like just sinisterism of it, and you're just like, wow.
Yeah.
Right? Like I don't want to give anything away, but there's some...
Honestly, like I'm not here, like I'm not one to like, because I worked on the show, I'm like, you should watch it.
Right.
Honestly, I didn't work on season 2.
Right.
And I watched it. I fucking binged it.
Do you think it was better? Like what did you see that you noticed that you weren't there?
No, you know what? When I watch that show, I turn my brain off, man.
Do you?
I'll turn it off for The Boys.
I
Although there's certain things where I'm just like, oh, but whatever. But I just look at it and I'm like, oh, it must have taken him fucking 16 hours for 3 fucking days to film that. I was like, that must have been forever.
I can't remember what show. I think it was Shazam. Yeah. When you were on season 1, I was on Shazam.
Yep.
And I just remember the story went around the whole union about how the car was supposed to hit the wall.
Yep.
And something happened within the first take from the setup to them shooting the wall.
Yep.
Took an insurmountable amount of time to get to that point.
Yep.
Then it does. Then the car hits the wall. Then they go to reset it because something happened when they wanted to change a lens or whatever.
Of course.
Reset it. And it took another, basically the day was a 20-hour day.
Of course.
And it was day 1 of that week.
Amazing.
Of this car. It was just oh. I mean, you're making money.
I don't mind those days. You know what? Like, because it's exciting. There's a stunt. There's, and you're there and you have to do, and listen, at the end of the day.
Safety is better than death,
Safety's
right?
better than everything. Plus, I hate to say it this way because it's not why I got into film.
Right.
Well, you made a lot of fucking money that day.
Oh, yeah. Chaos creates cash. Right?
You know what? Sometimes you work 16 hours and you make a lot of money.
Yeah.
Sometimes you work 9 hours and you make no money.
Right. And then you sleep for 2 weeks when
Sometimes
you're
you have a life. Sometimes you don't. Sometimes you can go do a podcast. Sometimes you can't.
And like I said, we have run away enjoying the circus doing this business.
Oh, we're carnies.
Right?
100%. I love it, though.
Yeah.
You know what? I would have worked in a circus.
Yeah, would you?
I would have loved to.
To do what?
I don't know.
Like
bearded lady?
Be in the Wow, you're insulting yourself on this one. Wow.
Hey, it's 2021. I can be whatever I want to be.
Did you have a bad day at work?
No, I had a great day at work, actually. But I don't know what I would want to do. Like, I don't know. I always wanted to work at, like, the X. And I would, run one of the games.
Right? Okay.
Just ring toss or some shit.
Bitch out some of the losers. Look
at
this
I'd just be like, what do you want? What do you want? Come and play. Yeah. Here we go. Let's roll the dice. Shoot the water in the hole. Anybody can do it. A child can do it. Yeah. Sir, are you incapable of shooting water in this hole? I'd love to just call people out to come and play.
Do you think those toys, they're always up there, the prizes?
Yeah. Do
they travel, or do you think that there's a loss? Like,
they travel.
Like, if you were the owner of Conklin, you know what each thing is paying for those things.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not paying much for them.
No, because you buy them in bulk.
Right.
Yeah. And it's the same ones from 6 years ago.
But is there profit, loss in profit on them? You think at the end of the year or at the end of the travel?
I bet you the first day, they paid for all those stuffed animals.
And what happens to those stuffed animals?
When you win them?
No.
What are you going to do? I don't know. You got like 100 fucking stuffed animals at home. I don't even know.
The huge stuffed gorilla that you're taking, trying to put into the cab or the streetcar at the end of the day. And I'm talking about the CNE, and I love the CNE, and I hope to God we get it this year.
I doubt it.
But the big gorilla, like, what are they doing with that? Like, they've the father or whoever spent so much money just to get that.
The boyfriend, one for the girlfriend, or the husband for the wife, or vice versa, or whatever.
Right. And it's like, is that still sitting in your home?
It's been donated. It's gone. You have it for like 6 months to a year, and then you're like...
Then you realize the stitches
can you get rid of that fucking purple monkey that's been in here for 4 years? Nah, remember I won it for you at the... I don't give a shit. Yeah. Lose
I spent $200 on that fucking thing.
4 years ago. You're not getting... There's no monetary value on it anymore. Ditch that fucking purple monkey out of here immediately.
You know how many rounds of Carney and Anchor I needed to play the that?
I spent 6 paychecks getting that $20 monkey. God. And it's funny because like at those games you start with like a Wonderland.
Yeah.
You get the little one. Yeah. And you get the big one, the bigger and bigger and bigger until you have to win 10 times to get the grand prize.
Right.
And you're like, I just spent $400 to get that grand prize. Cool. That thing costs $40 at the store.
Yep.
$100 max, depending on where you bought it from.
And the tricks, like have you ever seen, like, I'm sure you can watch on YouTube, but I remember they were like trying to expose the Carney tricks.
Yeah.
Like the basketball in the bushel basket. Seems easy. Big bushel basket.
It's on an angle.
It's on an angle, and then there's a plate. There's like a metal plate at the back of the thing. So if I give you any secrets and this kills me, this may be my last episode. Just know it's not intentional.
No Carney's gonna come in here. It's Carney cold.
They're partying in Florida.
Maybe.
But yeah, so there's all these tricks that they show, like when you're doing the hoop through the metal rod. There's all these tricks, right?
My brother wins that one sometimes.
Really? Mm-hmm. I shake.
You're shaky. It's like you're doing surgery. Come on. I'm gonna lose my house on this one.
But even the water.
I spent $40,000 trying to win this.
But even the water balloon race, where you have to shoot the clown's mouth.
Yeah, I love those ones.
It's all pressure based, which of course it would be.
Yeah.
So the more people that you're sitting to play the game, the less water pressure is, because now you got to go through 4. So try to find the source of the hose
and get closer to it.
But at the same time, he can control it because he's stepping on the hose. So if he wants the cute girl to win it beside you or down the way, he just steps on your hose a bit more, and then you have less pressure, and she's...
Yeah, you step on the hose for her. She steps on the hose for you. You know what I mean? If that's what you're into. If you're a Carney, I believe that's what you're into.
And then there's like sales tricks.
Yeah, of course.
Right? Where it's just like, I'll give you the big one first, and then you parade around. Oh, where'd you win that? Oh, I won it at that one. Oh, okay, well...
Yeah, I won it there.
If you can do it,
so
I can do it.
You think there's people walking around who work there?
No, I wouldn't say work there. I would just say that I'm going to give you the big one first.
I want to call them undercover Carneys. where they talk loud about winning their things.
You could just check the mouth. The hands on the mouth.
They're probably wearing like fake teeth.
Wooden teeth.
They're just like they talk with their mouth closed. I just won. I won this year.
If they got the neck tattoos.
Yeah.
It's a snake on the eyebrow.
Shit, we're fucking offending so many people.
I know. Hey, listen, fight me.
Listen, they don't have money for.
What do we have to live for anymore? Just fight me.
Fight him. You heard him. Leave me alone. Fight Tom.
Did you watch the Jake Paul?
Of course not, man.
Okay, good. Well, you talked about it.
I know, because it's bullshit. I'm like, it's not even. He's fighting a fucking dad UFC fighter. He looks like a dad, like a guy who like loved UFC.
He was the guy that got knocked out 5 seconds to the knee. Remember the flying knee that went into his face? Yeah. He fought that guy. Come on.
Okay, you see when he left the ring though, he was all smiles because he just walked away with $1 million for.
Of course, it's like Pacquiao Mayweather, right? After every round, they're just smiling at each other, like,
yeah.
Fuck off.
Yeah, don't worry. We just made
I want to be like,
$15 million.
I'm fighting for your country, motherfucker. If you lose, I get the pride and say I beat you.
It's the joke. But isn't like Logan Paul gonna fight somebody again? Floyd, he's fighting Floyd. I think.
Well, yeah. If you saw Floyd saw how easy the money was to make, you didn't have to. Oh, really? I just take a dive and I get $20 more million.
Floyd will never go down. Floyd's gonna knock out Logan.
I know I posted this as a meme years ago when after the Pacquiao Mayweather fight.
Yeah.
And honestly, it was like the next pay-per-view I was looking forward to watch since the Tyson Lewis fight in 2001, right? I mean, the Twin Towers were still up.
That's right.
During this fight, and this is like 14 years later. I'm psyched out to watch this, and it was a shit show too, right? Yeah. And then there was a meme. I didn't make the meme. I have a habit where I can make memes. This one I didn't make, but it was Spider-Man like whispering over the corner. Mm-hmm. It said 51-0 if you count his wife.
Oh no, that's bad. That's so bad. Wow.
Because Mayweather had 50 knockouts.
No, we got it. Yeah, no. I think the world understood that joke.
51-0.
That's brutal.
Right?
That's so brutal. I think that's all the time we had here.
But we put athletes on such a pedestal that, they are human. They are superhuman sometimes for what they do, but, they come from the edge of darkness too.
Listen, I don't know.
There's a podcast with Mike Tyson called Hot Boxing. And he sits there and he's wearing the most ridiculous shit. And
is he just trying to pronounce words that have TH in it all the time?
Listen, it's funny watching him, but he'll smoke like a blunt.
Yeah.
That's laced with mushrooms.
Nice.
And just chill. And I saw him
the fight he had against
the last fight.
The last fight he had, he said he was stoned.
Roy Jones Jr.
Yeah, he said he was high when he had that fight. I'm like, well, who gives a shit, dude? You just made $50 million on that fight too. I'd be high, I don't care. Knock me out, motherfucker. I just made $50 million.
Right. Well, I watched the episode with Bill Burr. So it's Bill Burr, Jeremy Piven from Entourage.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
And Mike Tyson.
Nice.
That's Mike Tyson.
All three of them are smoking?
All three of them. And, no. Bill's smoking a cigar.
Yeah.
Jeremy's smoking a cigar. Mike Tyson's got this blunt.
He's smoking a joint the size of a cigar.
Right, because tell him he can't, and it's laced with mushrooms.
But whose show was it on?
It's Mike Tyson's.
Okay, so it's on his show. So it's not like he went on to Bill Burr's.
No, exactly. Okay. So Bill and Jeremy are sitting on the same sofa.
Yeah,
and Mike's got his own chair. and Mike's become this philosopher of life, like just chill. Calm,
But back when he was like 18,
maybe you need to see the violent person inside of you, and then you realize why you're always angry all the time. And you're just like,
Mike, you all right?
Kettle, pot. Excuse me. I never went to jail, motherfucker. But it was so weird because it's hearing him talk. It's like,
well, he was so on edge the entire time growing, and his story is rough. His story is very rough.
He's an animal.
Like his trainer, who was like a father figure to him, died.
Yeah.
And that sent him into a spiral of anger. Right. And, that's when everything went really dark for him.
Right.
And he just put it in his training, and he was out boxing to kill people.
Oh, yeah.
He wasn't boxing for sport.
No.
He was boxing to get his anger out.
Yep.
And for blood.
Yep. It was ugly. And then the press conferences, too. I'll eat your babies. I'll fuck you in prison. Like, just.
You think he did any drugs? You think he was not like pot? Do you think he was performance enhancement at all?
Oof.
Do you think he did any of that? I mean, he was fucking huge, man.
See, I don't want to
like
say
you don't see boxers like him anymore.
No,
like who would you see compared to him, like size wise? I mean, boxing started making now comeback. It left for a bit,
right,
and now it's starting to come back a little bit.
Right.
But I don't think anybody in my mind is.
He was jacked.
Who was like the biggest Canadian? Was that boxer Lennox Lewis? No.
Yeah, Lennox Lewis. Yeah.
And he was big.
He was big,
but Tyson
was
like,
lanky. See, the reason why Lewis won in 2001 is because he had the reach.
Yeah, he had the reach.
Tyson's killer move was that he'd come in on you.
Uppercuts.
And uppercuts. Straight up. Straight in.
We all know from Super Punch-Out.
Right? Oh, yeah. Of
Super
course.
Right? Super Punch-Out or Knockout?
Yeah, Punch-Out.
We all know. He had the hook, man.
Oh, I know.
I never even made it to him. I never made it to Tyson.
I beat him once.
I never.
And you know what the ending is? Like any other 80s video game ending, the credits, and then thank you for playing. It's like, really?
Was he just doing like this? Like
yeah. And then just
of course, man.
All the Japanese names, basically the Japanese phone book of like names and those credits, and thank you for playing. I was like, really? I just killed Iron Mike Tyson, Kid Dynamite.
Listen, I've never done it. I don't think I ever made it past the Bulldog dude. No, I beat that guy.
No, there was somebody, the ballerina guy, the flamenco dancer.
Maybe that guy. I don't think.
And then there's the Macho Man, and then there's
I don't know Macho Man.
Yeah, Macho Man. It's not Randy Savage. It was just
I know. I don't know.
Okay,
never made it that far.
Then
I should get the game.
King Hippo.
I should get one of those emulators.
King Hippo.
Yeah, you gotta beat that guy. You punch him in the belly button.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's also my weakness. Nobody, my Achilles heel is my belly button. Can you imagine?
But
imagine you're a boxer too, and you're like, all right, just listen. Nobody can hit me right here.
Yeah. No face.
No, hit me in the face. But just don't hit my body shots will take me down.
I've seen some nasty UFC fights lately.
I bet.
Oh man. Like you just
I haven't watched one in so long.
Big pay-per-view. Like is the pay-per-view's tomorrow?
Oh, is it big?
Big one. 261.
Who is
again. Fuck, you asked the question you should have. But
I mean, I don't care.
It's big because it's got the audience. Again,
yeah,
it's got the crowd.
I don't know.
Why?
It's just
you feel like it's not fair that we're getting the short end of the stick?
It shouldn't happen right now. Just let them fight.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Well, listen, it has to happen sometime.
Are they wearing masks there in the thing?
I'm sure the training staff, there'll be enough. It won't be anything on the floor. It'll be further out.
What about the crowds? The crowds.
That's what I mean. The crowd will be further out.
Okay.
And then,
is it worth it? I wouldn't buy a ticket. I wouldn't go.
Look at Texas. No one's saying 120,000 people in 3 days and a sold out Texas Jays home opener.
I'm moving to Texas. It's just because it's also like, look at the barbecue
and ranch houses.
I know.
I've seen the ranches, state houses
and
for
they're cheap.
$360,000.
I know, American though, so that's at least 7 million Canadian. All right, never mind. I can't afford Texas.
But you got
I just want to go. I just want to eat the barbecue down there, man.
Oh,
I just want to go to Texas and have a real fucking barbecue. I want to go to like. Yeah. I don't want a chain. I want to go to a one-off,
a backyard pit,
fucking Filthy Phillies or somebody like Yeehaw Barbecue or some shit that's like a hidden gem.
Yeah.
In like someone's backyard. They have their house and then they have a little kitchen and they have an amazing little smokehouse right beside it.
Yeah.
Do you remember those competitions, where the guys would like wake up at 4 a.m. and flip the brisket or whatever? I don't know. Put juice, inject fucking juices in it like steroids.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I'm not waking up at 4 a.m.
Listen,
to fucking inject meat and then go back to sleep.
It's their pride.
Like nothing happened.
I know. It's their pride though, right?
No. Listen, I'll eat it. I appreciate it. I just want you to know. Keep doing it.
Yeah.
But don't expect. I'm not fucking doing it.
I'd love to see Austin just for like it is the cultural and musical melting pot.
I've heard that
of the
recently.
states.
I thought Nashville was the music area, but apparently Austin is the better one.
Austin has like
I heard that from Steve Jay's personal.
Yeah.
He told me it was phenomenal.
It just
go down there.
Well, Stevie Ray Vaughan is from Austin. Nashville. Willie Nelson. So it's like you gotta think, and they do festivals there. Yeah. And they've got, Austin City Limits where you see all the bands playing in that venue.
Cool.
The bars, the nightlife, just everything is like.
I've heard great things. Yeah. I never would even have assumed to go down there.
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
No, because everybody's Dallas, like, you go to Nashville.
Yeah. Yeah, for a country. Yeah. Nashville.
Yeah.
I'm a country. Yeah.
You go to like Memphis.
Yeah.
You hear all these things.
Chicago blues.
Yeah. You hear all that. You go to. No one's ever said to me, you should go to Austin for music. No one's ever said that to me. Blows my mind.
And a lot of like local artists that are just playing in a bar.
We can go to shows and then go to barbecue places right after or before.
Or they're in the same venue.
Imagine.
Right?
That's the dream, man.
I know.
We gotta get the fuck out of here.
I know. I hate the cold.
Toronto, I'm out of here.
I hate the cold.
Peace
I hate the
out.
people. And I don't mean the people. I just mean like the way the people treat each other. I feel like they try too hard to be New York and they've never been in New York. New York's the type of person, like, you'll get a fuck you get dirty glances. Yeah. But there's a story. You get out of your house, you take a walk 10 blocks south one day. You have no plans.
Yep.
In 8 hours, you have a full day. You can go to the park, and then also you meet a friend. Like, oh my shit, what are you doing in Central Park? I didn't think to see you here.
Yeah.
Where are you going? Oh, I'm going to go to find this pizza place. You want to come? Shit, I got nothing to do. Yeah. I could go for some pizza.
No, New York's a wild place, right? Man. I love it.
And if we could only emulate that type of thing here, but it's dark.
Oh, whatever. Let's just
too many condos, too many
condos, that's for sure.
Too many people that just hate each other. Yeah. Too many Teslas.
I want a Tesla. I want a Tesla so bad.
Does it dance?
Fuck you, Denzel. Does anything dance?
Does it dance? Did he show you it dances?
It dances?
Yeah.
I don't know.
He probably doesn't know. There's a setting.
I don't know. Denzel, your car can dance.
Happy birthday, Denzel.
Oh yeah, happy birthday, Denzel. Okay. Let's talk. I'm back to work.
Yes.
So my season ended and I'm starting over again. Now we're in prep.
Right.
And what prep is, for those who don't know about film, we'll give you a little thing, is before the show starts, you got about a couple weeks, depending on how big your show is, to get all the props and stuff ready, start building the sets, et cetera, et cetera. We are block shooting our entire season this year. So it's not like, so what block shooting is, normally when you film a TV show, you can do a block or you do episode by episode. And what a block is, you can do 2 episodes, 1 director, or you do like episode 1 for this director, 2 for this director, and you split. And I love that.
Let's do a blatant example. If you were shooting Seinfeld in a block, which they did, it was Jerry's apartment for a whole 2 weeks. Yeah. So it's nothing but all the content of all the episodes that you've seen. We're just shooting Jerry's apartment for the first 2 weeks.
Yeah, or 2 months.
Right. Yeah. And then you go to the little street scenes, and then you go to the coffee shop. That's what block shooting is, as opposed to Jerry's apartment. Now we cut to the diner. Now we cut to the Chinese restaurant.
But we're block shooting in the sense to help. We have to shoot out 1 actor.
Yeah, of course.
So
of course.
Because
which one?
Well, it's not important.
Gee,
anyway, so prior engagements, because COVID really screwed up everybody's schedule. So it is what it is. So we have to film the block shoot his entire everything with him in it every single day.
Yeah.
Till he leaves, and then we start shooting the rest of the show, but still block shooting in the same vein.
You're gonna set some traps for him, right? You gotta have to. Come on, you gotta have some fun. Like,
we'll see.
Put a whoopee cushion in.
I don't think you'll get that humor.
No, of course, no one. No, it's only been around since like the 30s. No, he wouldn't get that.
No, he's not. He doesn't get it.
Put a goldfish. Put a goldfish in this coffee cup. Here, speak to it, motherfucker.
Hey, you can talk to fish, right? Let's. So I'm not looking forward to that.
Okay.
I'm happy to be back to work. It's a lot of work.
Any new surprises? I know you can't give me away, but as far as like the props that were handled, is there anything that's like
everything? There's always new. There's a bunch of new props that come out. It's gonna be pretty cool,
like tiger traps,
and it's also gonna be really exciting this season.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be
nice.
It's excitement.
Nice.
So I'm happy. I'm happy to I'm reading some scripts and I'm happy what I'm reading. There's a new level to this.
No, block shooting again. How you're saying it.
Yeah,
it can be good, but you know that then there's a time frame, and you know like it doesn't have to finish today. We don't have to actually unless you're in a location.
Yeah,
I feel like ever since the dawn of digital, and here comes the old man speech. The producers love it more because it's a controlled day. When you had film, every frame of film counts.
Yep.
And that costs money.
Yep.
And now they're going, well, we'll just block shoot for 20 hours today. It's like, you son of a bitch.
And if you think like I don't know, like when we knew nothing about film, you just assumed that they filmed from the first scene to the last scene.
Never.
And that's not how it is. You might start filming, like if you're shooting a movie, sometimes you've shot the excuse me. You shot the last scene of the movie first day.
Yeah.
And then you bounce around depending on location, actor
weather,
availability, weather.
Yeah.
So now we're doing 8 episodes of today we're doing episode 2. Tomorrow's episode 6. Then we're in one day. We can do 6, 3, and 1 in one day.
You know where I'm gonna find that's gonna bone you, and of course we'll update each other, in future episodes. And the only reason why it's gonna bone you, and it always does in this area.
Yeah. Same
reason why we didn't get 24. So 24 shot the pilot here.
Oh, did they?
Right.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna turn the series here.
Yep.
Kiefer Sutherland, 24. Where the show is based on a 24-hour day.
Yeah.
The reason why they didn't do it, because the weather is so unpredictable.
Okay.
So say you're doing...
So where did they film it?
They filmed it in Vancouver, of course.
But it always fucking rains in Vancouver.
That's fine. Rain in one day is great.
I guess.
Rain, snow, sun.
That's true.
Titties out weather. Yeah, it's not as easy, right?
Although, I mean...
But... wow, what 24-hour day is this?
Well, this is the best 24 hours ever.
And you do 1, 3, and 6.
Yeah.
Say you're doing the next scene for episode 6.
It's raining or it's snowing.
It's raining, snowing, or there's no snow. I mean, did you finally shoot the body in the water?
No. We're doing it. We're doing it this season. It was fucking freezing. You can't put it. Whatever.
We didn't do it. If that wasn't the biggest,
they changed a bunch of the scripts too.
That was the biggest bone job I found before COVID. We had this whole scene set up. I'm not going to give it away. I can't. But we had this whole scene set up, and we created the show. It was scripted that something was going to happen in the water, but had to be a frozen lake.
Yep.
At the time that they were discussing it,
yep,
it was deep frozen. Everything was minus 30. It sucked. It was cold.
Yep.
But the time that part of the episode was going to happen, it started warming up. And I mean, severely warming up to the point where there's ice melts on the road that we're working on that have to be broken by the locations crew. It was nuts. It was so warm.
It was weird.
We were getting sunburns. And then and then we're trying to think, well, we may have to go to Ottawa
Quebec.
Saturday.
It's Quebec.
Quebec Saturday to shoot this. And this was Thursday night that they decided to make that decision.
Yep.
And then we get shut down for COVID.
That's right. And I was in Mexico, so I was supposed to go. And I was like, guys, actually, I got a wedding, so I'm taking off to Mexico.
Then we get shut down for COVID, the first one.
Yep.
And, by the time we got back, there was no chance of it coming because it's July now.
It was September.
Right.
Something like that, yeah.
And you're just like, oh.
And but then we had winter, so we could have gone again, but they changed the script.
Yeah.
Well, they had, you know what? It's funny is when you watch TV shows in the next year.
Right.
It's very different now because of COVID.
Is it?
It's like you don't see as much, and nobody pays attention to it. It's background, right? You won't see the numbers in background.
Oh yeah,
you'll notice a different.
I feel like aging, like Shazam. They're sucks. It's going to Georgia, which that kind of breaks my heart because I wish it would have come back here.
Yep.
But good luck. Sandberg and all those guys. It was amazing first movie to have that opportunity. They're going to do well for the second. And Black Adam's being shot right now. So it's going to be an amazing thing.
Yeah.
But that's 3 years since the kids that we've seen on the screen. 2017 is when it came out.
Yeah.
Or when we worked on it.
It's okay. We'll get new kids.
And
or they grew up a little.
Yeah. But you know what I mean? You kind of demystify it. Like Stranger Things. Stranger Things comes back again in December, I think.
I know, but it's progressing in Stranger Things.
Yeah, I know.
Slowly. They can be 4 years later. They can do that.
Dusty's the creepy old sloth.
Oh boy. Anyway, but I'm excited to be back.
Nice.
I'm also it's going to be a lot of work because of block shooting.
Yeah.
And, but it's what it is,
And do you still have as much restrictions as you did from day one coming back with the protocols?
I don't know yet. So it's
hopefully not.
Well, probably more.
It's just more stuff that you put on the heat, right?
Well, we'll still be this. So my mass tan will be in full effect.
It's not raccoon eyes anymore.
No,
it's a mouth, raccoon mouth.
White mouths. Everybody's got white mouths. White mouth disease. Thanks, COVID. Let's. Thanks a lot.
No bikini bodies, nothing. The gyms. Can we
Thanks,
open the
Obama.
gyms? Let's just open the gyms, please.
Never open it. I don't understand. I don't know why they can't. But anyway, let's get out of here.
Good seeing you.
It's good seeing you. It's good to be back. I was going to do a recap, but I think you listened to the episode. So
yeah, 420, all that
420
shit.
And,
it's been a crazy week.
Also, Mario's in hell. We figured that out today.
Dude.
And Bowser's the devil.
And I've pitched 3 perfect games. Or no-hitter games.
And you can't beat the level because you're an old man.
I know.
You can find us on our social media pages at Grunts and Grumbles Official is our Instagram.
Yep.
Grunts and Grumbles Podcast is our YouTube page.
Yep.
And gruntsandgrumbles.com is our website.
And everywhere you get your pod fix.
Yeah. Give us a like, a share, a follow, a rate us on Apple Podcasts, and subscribe.
Yeah. Everything that helps is great.
Yeah. You can find me at Zomvinny.
And I'm TG Wheelman.
Take care.
We'll see you on the next one.